Hey, good morning, everyone. It's around 8 a.m. here in central Illinois, and when it's December time, guys, I like to come out here when the sun's up and just get some sunlight. That seasonal depression is real, and it will make you go crazy if you don't get enough sunlight, I'm telling you guys. But anyways, guys, I wanted to make a quick video titled, America is a Corporate Nightmare. Now, first, I want to say a pretense that America is not horrible. And indeed, besides the loud trucks that constantly go by, there are things that I really appreciate. I'm from the Midwest, and I do believe we have some of the nicest people in the country that will help you out if you're in a pinch. But with that being said, there's a lot of things that set us up for failure as we are creative creatures. And corporate America traps us into doing things that we just simply are not passionate about. And I have an example for this. I have a Thai stepmom, and there was a little argument between the family, nothing serious, but she's from Thailand. And if you've been to Thailand, you know that there's food everywhere. There's people selling things all down the sois. Sois are streets in Thailand. Markets everywhere. People selling drinks. People selling clothing. There's more food in Thailand than you would possibly know what to do with. And she's a tremendous cook. But what she wanted to do is start a food stand here in America and just sell simple things like Thai tea and maybe just a couple dishes. And I thought this was an amazing idea because her food is incredible. Her food's really, really good. But my dad's a businessman, and my dad's a really smart guy. And my dad told her, this is a good idea, but it's just not going to work because with the permit laws here and all the hassle you have to go through, the safety with the food inspections, you're going to be losing profits in the end. And I wanted to disagree with my dad so much because I love creativity. But I know deep down he's right. You would lose money. And that's a sad thing that we become to this place in America with the regulations and the bureaucracy here that it limits somebody's creativity. And it makes you into this trap mindset, right? Of I got to go to school. I got to get this job. I got to work it till I can get that pension. And then I'll just coast till my life's over. And what type of life is that? I mean, what type of life is it to not dream big, to not have aspirations, to not do things that you're actually passionate about? And so my Thai mom, I could see it was so hard for her to wrap her head around what my dad was saying. It just didn't make sense to her because in Thailand, it's just so normal. If you want to do something, just do it. But here, it's not that simple. Here, if you want to do something, you have to go through the book from A to Z, get permits, get permission, have funding, show proof, get insurance, and it just goes on and on and on and on. And it just shows how capitalism just traps you into taking the route that they ultimately want you to go. Now, I'm not saying it's impossible to start a business in America, but recent studies show that it's now more likely to be a successful business owner overseas than it is in our own country. So we've lost the whole premise of America being this free opportunity land into now it's truly just a place where you kind of have to follow the path if you want to make it. And ultimately, with the rising prices here, you're probably not even going to break even. Sorry, guys, the sun's quite bad. But what I'm getting at is, I'm planning on leaving here really shortly. And I just see it in people. When you go in stores, when you go in restaurants, you see the tiredness on people's faces. Their faces don't lie. People are exhausted. They're exhausted of working very hard here and barely getting by. And it's just not fair. I mean, it doesn't have to be like this. And, with me, my whole thing is if I don't leave here, my options are already limited. And I know for certain I'm not going to shoot for the stars. I'm not going to do the things that I really want to do. And so by leaving, it forces me to shooting after my dreams. I want to make an impact. I want to help people. I want to create things. I want to see the world. And I love my country. I love the meaning behind my country, but it hurts me so much that The things that made this country what it is are being thrown away and protected by the bureaucracy, protected by the banks, and ultimately sanctioned by the rich. And it cuts off circulation for young people that have heart, that have creativity, and they want to try to make something with themselves, you know? And so guys, like I said, I'm going to be heading off. I'm going to keep you guys updated with the whole process, but I'm going for my dreams, guys. I have to. I don't have a choice, guys. I'm not going to do the route that I'm told to do, that I know I don't want to do deep down, because I understand people want you to be safe. They want you to make good decisions, but ultimately you have to go for your dreams. This is your life. You get to decide what you're going to do and where you're going to get to go. So I hope I inspired at least a couple of you guys, and I'll talk to you guys soon.